Let's talk about the order writing section. The order writing process has become more digital and evolved to more closely reflect today's online purchasing process. But it's still an important section, and you want to make sure that your trainees feel comfortable with our systems. If a sales rep gets to the end of the presentation and they don't have confidence in completing a sale, they might not have the confidence to ask for an order. So it's important to help them have confidence in the process. Additionally, this is a section where you can leverage opportunities to highlight sales and commissions, motivate the group about promotions, help the trainees mentally envision their first sales. In general, even though this section has a slightly administrative feel to it, don't miss out on opportunities to impact thinking, impact confidence, influence excitement, and positive expectancy. They're not too far from doing their first presentations, so still use this section to maintain or even build some momentum.
I think it really is the simplicity. And so, number one, can I find where I'm supposed to go to enter the order? And that's such a simple thing, but we got to keep in mind, they're figuring out how to do the job, how to read the manual, how to maneuver the website, right, the demo itself, how to then log into a different website sometimes not, right, depending on what version somebody's on, to be able to find the order entry system to then enter that. So it's like, we're throwing a lot at them in a small amount of time. And so sometimes even a really intelligent trainee can get confused about like, where am I going again to get to enter the order? So it's trying to make it as crystal clear as possible of like, here, when you get an order, right? When your customers are buying, not if, right? When you're entering your order, here's where you go. Does everybody see this? Great. And okay, can everybody see it on their own? Cool, click that, right? So they're doing it along with us. And then when they're in there, I'm just trying to show them how to search for things, right? So let's say they want this, boom, boom, boom. Okay, great, you see it right there. You see the categories. So I'm trying to get them really familiar with just maneuvering that first section. I feel like once somebody gets to like, we're ready to check out, everybody knows how to do that if they've shopped online, which again, all of our representatives have bought stuff on Amazon. So it's pretty simple, I think, once they get to there. They just have to know how to confidently build the cart, how to bonus things, what that looks like. I also, that'd be number one. Number two would be, do they understand CPO? Do they understand what that means? I explain that during pay, right? When I go through, here's a commission statement, and here's the difference between what the customer spends and what you get credit for. I also talk about you as the trainee have the ability to decide, do I want to give more free stuff or less free stuff or no free stuff? And at first I would err on more free stuff until you kind of understand. That's a nice crutch for you when you're new. But what does that mean? What are the implications when I give out more free stuff to what I make? And I think it's important that they know that, right? I hate it when somebody later says something like, well, I didn't know, like, why am I only getting paid for blank? Like, that's important to me that they feel good with their sales, right? So I want to go through those things as much as possible. And then the last thing that I want to go through with them is for them to be able to see, again, the power of bigger orders and the, hey, it gives me the ability to give out more for free on this stuff as well, right? And then we'll go through one order. I always have them go through a really simple Homemaker Plus 8 Super Shears for free. That's the one example we all do together. And again, the reason I do that is, hey, we all know what's the set we'd love to sell in our first presentation? Homemaker. So let's practice writing that up. And that's what we go through for the first one. I've also had so many stop bys, so many examples. I love it when I have, and my managers know this, if we have somebody from last week's training group that just had a great day, great sales day, we'll have them stop back in training again. Hey, so-and-so that you guys met yesterday, they just sold another Homemaker and a Galley today. So they're popping back on. Hey, what was so they're hearing from those. So, hey guys, remember how I just told you so-and-so sold a signature set? Let's type that in, let's see what that looks like. So I absolutely will go through some extra stuff like that depending on the group and what the examples have been used. Yeah, but that's a great opportunity to show this is going to happen.